Okay, for 5A, for the first one, we are trying to find out which option is better. So we're going to calculate both scenarios. And we will start with the 18 years monthly. So 4.8% monthly. And so for that, we're going to use y equals a times b to the x. And we know that y is what we don't know. A is our starting value. Our b is the thing that we usually have to calculate. So our b value is going to be 100% plus however much we're calculating per month. So actually I'll call this monthly interest. So for the monthly interest, I need to do my 4.8 monthly divided by, sorry, this thing needs to move. Do not know how to make this move. All right. 4.8 divided by 12, so I get 0.4% per month. It is important to keep that as a percent so that you are adding your percents together here. So B equals 100.4%, which means that B equals 1.004 as your final decimal that you will use for B. And then X will be the number of times it's calculated. So it is for 18 years and it's happening 12 months per year. And so it is calculated 18 times 12 times. Whoops. 18 times 12, so 216 times. So for 216 months, this interest is calculated. And so we want to know what the ending value is for that. So my Y, I don't know. My A is 135,000 and my B is 1.004. And then my X is 216 months. So I can put all that into the calculator. 135,000 times 1.004 raised to the 216, and then I will round that to the nearest penny. So my ending amount is $319,753.82. Okay, so I did not leave myself a lot of room, so I'm just going to highlight this all and make it smaller so that now I have room for the continuously. So my other scenario is compounding continuously, and that is at 4.7%. And so when I have compounding continuously, I'm going to use the formula with the E in it. And so now I just need the rate as a decimal. I do not have a 1 point in this situation. T is years always. And then my A is the same as it was before, the 135,000. And so times E to the 0.047 times 18. So let's see, 135,000 times E. I can just go to my keyboard and then raise to the 0.047. Make sure you turn that into a decimal properly, and then times 18. So that gives me 314,591.44 because I'm rounding to the nearest penny. So what some people do is they do all of that and then they don't actually answer the question, and the question is saying which one is the better deal. So the 4.7% continuously is the better deal. Nope, sorry, I said the wrong one. Just kidding. .7% continuously is not the better deal because I make less money. The 4.8% monthly is the better deal. And the reason that I know that it's the better deal is because I end up with more money. Because remember, this is money that we are earning. And so we want to earn more money in our account. Okay, number 2 says what principal or starting value. So a starting value, that is my A value. So that's saying like, what is A going to be? To yield, so that's my ending value, $11,500. After continuously compounding, so again, the continuously compounding, the word continuous tells you that it's going to be the y equals a times e to the RT. And so then it tells us the rate is 4%, so I turn that into a decimal. The time is 12 years. And so since I start with the 11,500 in the y, and I'm trying to solve for a, I have this whole decimal, and I do not want to turn that into a big long decimal. I just want to divide both sides by it, and I will just put it into the calculator. So e to the 0.04 times 12. And so then I will have my a alone. So let's clear everything out. So I have 11,500 divided by e raised to the 0.04 times 12. And so I know I need to start with 7,116. You always want to round up a penny anyway here, because if I start with not enough money, then I'm going to end up with not enough money at the end. So my starting amount is $7,116.01. That 1 cent makes a difference. Without it, I would not end up with 11,500. I would be just shy of it. So that is 5A.